Hello! Episode 2 of
She-Hulk, Attorney at Law.
Thanks Bruce goes past so fast and it's not a blast. In other media, time flies when you're having fun or because it's jam-packed with stuff, like a certain monster film I'm examining right now. She-Hulk Episode 2 flies because it's short. Very short. The episode starts with a news report on Jennifer saving the day and being named She-Hulk. While she's celebrating at a bar, she's fired because She-Hulk isn't good for court cases apparently. Cue a montage of failed job interviews being interrupted by a family dinner. A family who show Jennifer all the empathy of a pit of vipers. Now we know where she gets it from. We also meet the other genius of the family mentioned in episode 1.
That's really smart.
You're not the only genius in the family.
No, there's also Ched.
You got fired.
Chad!
So to bring it up.
I said don't bring it up. Why would I tell you to bring it up?
Sorry, Uncle Mo.
He's an idiot. Jennifer's dad talks to her privately, when he can. After saying she's fine, Jennifer gets drunk alone at a bar, where she's offered a new job. We get the line from the trailers.
We just started a superhuman law division, and I want you, well, the She-Hulk, to be the face of it.
As Jennifer is shown her new office and meets her friendly co-workers. She's told she has to defend Emil Blonsky or be fired, leading to a meeting with the Abomination. Tim Roth pleads that he's a changed man whilst reading off a script out of shot. Jennifer calls Bruce to see if he's alright with her defending Blonsky, which he is because Bruce is Green Jesus. After accepting the case, Jennifer sees Abomination on the news and...
That's all, folks.
That's the episode. This might sound like a lot and it could have been, but not in 20 minutes. It's a 30-minute episode that has 1/3 of its runtime taken up by a previously on, credits, intro sequence, and more credits. Before this series started, we knew we were going to have Hulk, Abomination, Daredevil, Titania, Wong, superpowered people, magic users, Burt rejects, Fringy, and more. Knowing there's going to be 9 episodes meant there should have been enough time for all of them to appear. But with only 20 minutes an episode, there really isn't going to be. Unless they can expertly thread them all together into a single cohesive story, which, enough about the length, what about the quality? Everything went by too fast to really make an impact on me, even with a second viewing. I did think, the first time round, that at least the cringy, oh-so-subtle sexism comments were left to a couple of lines at the start. On the second viewing, I realised that there were a few more than I thought.
Can you tell us about what you saw today?
Yeah. So, this chick, pretty decent.
It's so dumb. I can't even exist without being a derivative of the Hulk.
There's a hot chick over there. I'm gonna go talk to it.
I am totally qualified, but now everyone around here is always going to think this is the only reason I got the job. It's so unfair. These dodos never had to deal with this on their first day at work.
Regards characters, Jennifer is still a bit of a git, though she doesn't get much of an opportunity to be one in this episode. This amounts to talking over first her dad, and then Bruce, and she tries to make a joke to the prison guard, which goes well.
So you're gonna serve me up with some fava beans and a nice piano?
Ma'am, this is a prison.
Of course.
She's also still doing fourth wall breaks. She does 2 quick ones, which are absolutely fine, but also a long one whilst her boss is introducing her to her new job, which leads to this line.
What do you think about it?
I'm agnostic.
Interesting.
I'll spend the rest of the year worrying about what I just said.
I wouldn't mention it, but given what happened last episode with a throwaway line, I wonder if something will come of this too.
Did we hit a spaceship?
Yeah, probably trying to deliver a message. I gotta get to the bottom of that.
You coming to LA anytime soon?
I got some things I gotta take care of.
We are definitely getting the impression that she doesn't like her She-Hulk form. In episode 1, it was more a case of she had it but didn't care for it. Now it's actively causing her issues. From people wanting to see it, to losing her job over it, to her new job requiring it, to people being dismissive of her as it. I quite like the cut from Jennifer saying "I'm fine" to her dad, and her dad saying all positive stuff to her sitting at a bar alone. It says a lot about what she's actually feeling. The show appears to be treating She-Hulk like it's Jennifer's sex appeal that she's not proud of.
God, is this why they hired me? I am totally qualified, but now everyone around here is always going to think this is the only reason I got the job. I just found out the only reason they hired me is because they wanted a Hulk lawyer in the Superhuman Law Division.
Given how happy she looked as She-Hulk in the trailers, it'll be interesting to see how this transitions. I did laugh out loud when she wondered if letting the table kill people would have been better for her. All I could think of was,
but I wasn't gonna just let those people get hurt.
No.
What kind of person would that make me? And now I feel like I'm being punished for doing the right thing.
Well,
Maybe I should have just let those people get smushed by that desk.
sweetheart.
Maybe.
I've not got a grasp on her friend yet. She seems overly supportive at times, like being excited over the office, reassuring Jennifer about buying new clothes, telling her not to worry about her She-Hulk name before immediately agreeing it's stupid.
It's so dumb. I can't even exist without being a derivative of the Hulk.
That's a pretty dumb name, too.
Stop belittling the Hulk. Her friend just seems to be a bit of a yes man, always friendly and supportive regardless. The boss of the law firm, on the other hand, is cold and a little bit weird, so basically a boss. And then we have Tim Roth, who is Tim Roth. What more is there to say? As I've said, it looks like they had a script or notes just off camera which he kept looking at, which, once I noticed, I couldn't not notice. But the scene as a whole is well done, well acted, with good old Tim bouncing from joking to sorrowful to regretful with skillful ease. Given he hasn't played the character in 15 years, he's doing a pretty bloody good job of it. Based on the trailers, we're going to be getting more of him, which I am very happy about. And Bruce is given some screen time. Not a lot of time, which honestly should just be stamped on everything in this episode, but he does get some, and he's not put down or shouted at. In fact, he's asked his opinion or permission regards defending Blonsky, which quickly turns into Jennifer telling Bruce it's happening, but oh well. Annoyingly, once again, the show answers a question I had, and in the quickest, most dismissive way possible.
I'm sorry, but I can't represent him, sir. I have a serious conflict of interest. This man tried to kill my cousin, Bruce.
I have here various haikus that I've written to each of my victims.
Actually, Blonsky wrote me a really nice letter a while back. And a really heartfelt haiku, so we put everything behind us.
It's annoying, but at least they addressed it, and in not a terrible way. Given how little time they had in the show, I'm surprised they did this much. So where is this all going? What is this leading to? My guess? The new law firm is going to be evil and defending supervillains all the time. Or it will somehow be involved in making them, since, as yet, the superpowered people haven't been explained. Incidentally,
a stunning scene from the Metropolitan Courthouse today, where superpowered influencer Titania...
Bloody hell show. I'm also guessing my prediction about Matt Murdock working against Jennifer will come to pass. If the law firm Jennifer is working for is as bad as I think, then Daredevil will definitely be working against them. If I'm pushing the boat out, it'll be Matt Murdock prosecuting Emil Blonsky, but that might be hoping too much. In conclusion, we have enough setups to provide us with plenty of speculation, with the unfortunate caveat that there's a lot to fit in with not much time allowed for it all. Jennifer is given some development but still has a ways to go, although now we understand where she got her horrible attitude from. Blimey, Bruce must be the black sheep of the family for being so nice. Jennifer's friend is still a cardboard cutout. Hopefully we don't see this walking misogyny soundboard ever again. And we can look forward to seeing Tim Roth again, which brings us hopes that Matt Murdock will be around for more than just the one episode. The big worry I have right now is that there is no through line for the series. Clearly we're having episodes connected with runovers, but there doesn't appear to be a grand overarching story beyond Jennifer is She-Hulk. This could be fine if the show has something to offer in terms of meaningful, exciting, and or intelligent individual stories. I suppose we'll have to wait and see. One last thing I want to mention is Bruce going for a ride on a spaceship, apparently amicably. Given it's a Sakaran ship and all the implications that has, I really hope he doesn't come back dressed as Worldbreaker Hulk, but Smart Hulk. I might actually commit Black Widow. That being said, I hope to see you for the review of episode 3 next week. Feel free to like, share, comment, and especially subscribe. Links to my Patreon and Etsy store are in the description. Last but not least, thank you for watching.